Good afternoon, boys and girls. This video is for those of you that need a review for tomorrow's lesson or cannot be with us tomorrow during our live math and need to watch the recording so that you understand the lesson. So we went over lesson 1, and then that was the problem set that was due for tomorrow. And the lesson that we're going to go over today is lesson 2. So once again, it's just a lesson that we're reviewing, nothing new. We all should know this material. So module 4, lesson 2, our objective is use the place value chart to record and name tens and ones within a 2-digit number. Our target is I can use a place value chart to record and name a 2-digit number as a 10 and some ones. Okay, so we're going to do a warm-up. And so on my signal, I'm going to give you an addition problem. And on my signal, I want you to give me the answer. So I'm going to say 3 more, and we're going to do some equations adding 3. So 3 more, and then we'll move on and do some equations using 4 more. So our first equation, 3 more than 3, 6. 3 more than 6, 9. 3 more than 9, 12. Okay? 4 more than 3, 7. 4 more than 10, 14. And 4 more than 8, 12. So those are just a little warm up to get you guys going for this lesson today. Get you thinking about those math facts. So we're going to move on to our application problem. So it says, and as you guys can see, it is an RDW. Read it, draw it, write it. So Ted has 4 boxes with 10 pencils in each box. How many pencils does he have altogether? So we know Ted has 4 boxes. Each box has 10. So we're going to go to our next slide. So it says, draw and label your picture. Write a number sentence and a statement. So how many boxes of 10 pencils did he have? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you could see each box of 10 pencils, and we've labeled them as 10. So we know that each box is worth 10. So there we have drawn and labeled our picture, and now we're going to write a number sentence and a statement. So we got to think of a number sentence that we could use to show how we got our answer. Well, first of all, how many pencils does he have altogether? So we know these are tens, so we just count by tens. So 10, 20, 30, 40. So each box is worth 10. Counting by tens, we get 40. Now, what are some equations we can use or come up with that would help us equal 40? So we could have 30 plus 10 equals 40. So we could take 10, 20, 30 plus 10 equals 40. Or we could do 10, 20 plus 10, 20 equals 40. So 20 plus 20 equals 40. Or we could have just went 10, 20, 30, 40. 40 plus 0 equals 40. So our statement would be there are 40 pencils altogether. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our concept development. So if we look at the number 17, just looking at it here in this sentence, in this statement, I have a blank chart ready to record this number. Where would I write the 1? So when we look at the number 17, we see that the 1 is in the what place? Tens. We have 1 10, which is equal to 10. So we would write our 1 in our tens place. Then we look at the number 7. Where should I write 7? Well, we've already put the 1 in the tens place, and we know that the 7 is in the ones place. So we would have 1 10 and 7 ones, which is equal to 17. Okay? So, looking at the number 17 again, how many tens and ones are in 17? Well, we should know this from our previous slide. We found that there is 1 10 and 7 ones. 1 10, 7 ones. So before we go on to other numbers, let's make a drawing to show 17. The easiest way for us that we find to be the easiest way is to use quick tens and ones. So how many quick tens do I need? 1, because I have 1 10. So let's build a quick 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is my quick 10. Now how many ones? How many more cubes do we need to add to our quick 10 to make 17? How many ones? 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there is using our cubes and using quick tens and ones to show 17. Okay, so that was the lesson, and now we're going to do what we did yesterday in the slide. We are going to go over some problems that you guys are going to be, you won't be doing all of your problem set, but you will be doing problems just like these that I'm going to show you. So here we have 2 boxes of crayons and then singled crayons by themselves. Well, they've already counted it for us, but let's count again. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 crayons. So they're wanting us to break 28 into tens and ones. How many tens do we have in 28? Well, right here we can look at the picture. We have 1, 2 tens. So 2 tens. How many ones? Once again, you could count the picture, or you could just look at the ones place value in 28. So let's go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ones. Okay. Let's move on to our next problem. Problem number 12. Okay, this one's a little different. We're not writing tens and ones in an equation. We're writing tens and ones in a place value chart. Same concept, just a different format. So, how many tens? Well, when we look at this picture here, we see that there are 2 quick tens. So, 1, 2 tens. Okay, then we go back and count our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 ones. 2 tens and 9 ones is equal to what number? It's equal to 29. 2 tens is equal to 20. 29. But we don't write 20 in this tens place. We only write 2. Remember, if we had 20 tens, then we would have 200. We don't have 209 cubes. We have 10, 20. We have 1, 2 tens. You guys need to make sure you pay attention to that. Okay? And then let's move on to our last problem. This is another way that you're going to be asked to do some of your problems for your problem set. They're going to give you a place value chart, and you have to decide what that number is. So just like we discussed with the quick tens and ones on the previous slide, you have 3 tens and 9 ones. When we look at this number from left to right, what number do we see? We see 39. Don't make it more difficult than what it is. 39. We know that 3 tens is equal to 30, but we don't write 309 because then we would have 309. We just write 39. These two numbers in the same order is 39. The 3 stays on this side, the 9 stays on this side. 39. Okay, guys, so that is the lesson for today. And I'm going to show you the problem set that you will have. So what you're going to do is you're going to select an answer for each question. It's going to be multiple choice again, just like lesson 1's problem set was as well. You're going to put your name, and then you're going to scroll through here. And I didn't put as many problems on this problem set as I did on lesson 1. So you guys will just go through. You're going to look at the problem and then select the correct answer. And so these are going to resemble the problems that I just went over in that slideshow with you guys. Okay, there's your place value chart and then the statement. So you just select the correct one. And you're going to do this whole problem set, and there's your quick tens and ones. Same thing as we did on the PowerPoint. Okay, there's your place value chart asking for the number. Ooh, here they give you the number and they want you to decide how it goes into the place value chart correctly. So you're going to pick the correct place value chart there. Same with the last one. Then on the bottom, you're just going to click submit when you're done. So that's the lesson for today, guys. I hope you are doing good and having fun. Please join us for our live starting at 9 in the mornings. We're on there till 10:15. And I hope to see you guys there, and I hope this helps you. Have a good day. Bye.